we've changed our mindset from an in-garrison force to now an expeditionary force. We have to bring the fight to the enemy. So what we're doing now is we are helping our future senior NCOs to engage that. This academy is not a school of technical sergeants, but a school of future senior NCOs. So they have the skills, they are professional, and they have the skills as leaders, but we're giving them more tools for them to use. Aside from active duty, we train reserve, guard, civilians, and sometimes international students to encompass the total force integration training here at the academy.
Any little bit of information that they gain from the class is going to enhance them. We're trying to find ways to make us stronger as a force, as individuals, because again, we need that. You can't get the mission done if you don't have strong leaders.
In order for us to dominate in airspace and cyberspace, we must be professionals at all times. We cannot accept anything less.
What we're trying to instill in those students is getting them to see themselves as those professionals, so we can accomplish the mission more effectively, more efficiently.
Well, the mission of the NCO Academy is to develop our airmen. What we do here is we teach 220 hours of critical thinking.
The 4 attributes that we're trying to instill are military professional, unit manager, combat leader, and managerial communicator. Those 4 attributes are already present within each and every one of us. So we are latching onto those and trying to make them better.
They prepare 3 briefings using the prepared speaking method. They focus on official memorandums and also bullets, which they use in their EPRs and 1206s. We also focus on group interpersonal sessions, which is basically putting that student in a supervisory role, giving them a scenario, and allowing them to handle a situation within their organization.
They give you a lot, I think, the first 2 weeks, just so that we can start getting to the grasp of time management. That's one of the biggest things you have to learn as a supervisor, is to have time management and to prioritize what you need to get done.
Well, a lot of what we learn here at the Academy is where we fit in individually in our career fields into the Air Force missions, but also how we all work together towards a common goal. We get perspectives from the flight line, perspectives from intel, admin, special ops folks, so we can have an appreciation for what they have to go through, the problems they face and how they deal with them.
It gives you the bigger picture. I mean, you can easily turn on the news and see, hey, we're at war, but just finding out why we're at war and what we as the Air Force, what our capabilities are, and how my job, how that plays into the mission.
They prepare us for what we are dealing with every day.
In the flight room, our method of delivery is called a guided discussion. And what happens during that guided discussion is basically, I'll ask them a series of questions, and that gives them an opportunity to give their input. They're dialoguing with each other, so learning is taking place.
You have to have a classroom where there's interaction, where they can ask questions if they need to, where they can let loose and tell you what's going on and things that they see. It has to be from the heart, and it has to be open. You have to create that environment for them. That's why, again, I believe it's good that you have the classes being so small.
We are in this culture of expeditionary airmen and needing to be fit to fight. We have 12 hours set in the schedule, set aside for fitness. We break the flights up half and half. And one time we'll do a fitness run. The other half of those students, what they would do is called our circuit training, where it consists of push-ups, crunches, we have crossover crunches, we have leg lifts, we have squats, calf raises, jumping jacks, those different exercises, to incorporate not only the cardiovascular side, where they're still running from station to station, but the physical aspect also, as well as strength training.
15 seconds. The fitness challenge is basically the capstone to the Fit to Fight program. We have a series of events where the students break up into their teams, their flights, and they compete against each other and in certain events against the instructors for ultimate supremacy.
We actually had a great time, though, watching everybody run and just be silly and, doing the 3-legged race or the balloon toss. It was a really great time. And even if the teams weren't in first place, they were still, hooping and hollering and cheering each other on. So it was a really good thing to have that team building that was going on out there.
We like to inspire a whole lot of pride, I guess, in the instructor staff. Also letting them know that, hey, we're instructors, but we're also fit to fight. Don't let it fool you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You can expect lots of tools to help you improve, become effective writers, especially in editing. You're going to get a lot of communication skills as far as counseling sessions, one-on-one.
Students should expect a lot of feedback and criticism.
They need to be committed to time management because they're on a schedule. They need to be committed to having an open mind. They need to be committed to the flight that they're in. If they're committed to those things, then they're going to be committed to the Air Force's vision.
Instructors probably are the most professional tech sergeants I've ever met. And I understand why. They're very methodical in the way that they give the information out.
I mean, the first thing I did was look, okay, we're all tech sergeants here. But then I had to get over that because that instructor is there to teach me. There's some things that I don't know. And if you are willing to accept that and learn as much as you can, then you're going to come back to your unit a more well-rounded, knowledgeable NCO. And it's going to directly affect your airmen that you supervise.
And it's actually a very unique experience being instructed by one of your peers.
The Gunter NCO Academy made a big difference in my military life. It has enhanced my knowledge base as far as leadership is concerned.
I think it's going to greatly enhance my ability to supervise my individuals.
There's no curriculum item on mentoring, but I think once we put everything together we learn from the academy, that's what's going to make us mentors. That's what's going to help us help our airmen.
You're going to have fun, you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to come out a better person. So it's on you. It's what you make of this academy.